Shout out M Easy and tune in to the sit down.
Doesn't do it easy. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the sit down. I'm M Easy. Hey, how you doing? Across from me this afternoon is Andrea.
Yes.
Rachel.
Yes.
Is that you don't even care?
It's Andrea-Rachel. No, I don't care. I have no care at all.
Yeah, normally you ask somebody how am I pronouncing their name correctly. She's like, I don't care.
It's my middle name, so I use it just because if someone fucks it up, they fuck it up. I'm not so sensitive about it.
So what's your real name? What's your real first name?
I'm not gonna. That's for family and very close friends.
We're close. You're a friend now. We're in the room.
Yeah, we're not that friendly.
She's from Brooklyn. She's like, nah, nigga. Sorry. Okay, so talk to me. What brings you by this afternoon?
Power, The Deuce.
When did The Deuce come back? Season 2,
the
right?
9th, yes. I'm super excited.
Oh, what role do you play on The Deuce?
Bernice.
And what is her character?
Darlene brought her in from the South, and she became a part of the nightlife at a very young, tender age, and she had a difficult time becoming adjusted.
How old is tender age?
It's not really said. It's assumed that she's about 16, trying to be very older, very much an adult.
She's trying to act older than she is.
Yeah. She wants to feel older than she is. She wants to have certain freedoms and luxuries, and she has dreams.
And when you say nightlife, because I want to make sure I'm
Here you go. See?
I want to be clear.
Here you go. Don't start with me.
Because it might went over somebody's head.
Don't.
What do you mean by nightlife? Can you be more specific, please?
She works in the sex industry.
Why do I feel that you're uncomfortable talking about it?
I'm not uncomfortable at all.
So then what does she do?
She sells her body. She's a sex worker. See, but I've seen your shows. I know you. You like to play.
What you mean? Like, what are you talking about?
I don't want you to misinterpret,
what?
and I don't want to bash anyone who's a part of that industry either.
Listen,
so
I'm at the strip club every week.
Yeah, that doesn't...
I'm in no
You
position.
sound like the white person who says, yeah, I have black friends.
Wow.
Okay? It's not the same thing. It doesn't...
I've never frequented a prostitute, no. Okay. So I guess it's not the same thing. Okay. But back to what we were going before you shook up the situation.
All right. My apologies. I meant nothing by it.
Sure. You're from Brooklyn. That's okay. I get it. So we'll come back to The Deuce. You got me all fucked up. Let's go back to Power. How was your experience with Power?
Power was fun. Power, I feel like everyone just kind of let you do what you are supposed to do, and everyone was able to work off one another. And my scene with Tommy was one of my favorites from season 4.
What scene was that with Tommy?
That was when he ran up in the room and he was like, "Where's Ray Ray?" And I started crying. And
can you cry on command?
Are you gonna make me cry right now?
I'm not gonna say anything to make you cry. I'm not that kind of a person. But I would like to see if you could cry on command.
I can. It might take a couple minutes.
How many? Then it's not on.
Like a minute or two.
Should I take it there now? Right? No. All right. You know what? Different question.
I'm about to cry for you.
I'm waiting for the tear. Yo, I gotta stop asking this question.
Why? Because you don't want to wait?
Yeah, I'm done.
I mean, it's already...
No tear, like, oh, crap.
It's like right here. I don't know if you can see. It's about to fall. I just didn't want to mess up the makeup. But yeah.
So how long have you been acting, miss?
About 10 years, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, 8 years. Seriously, pursuing a professional career out of it. But my training and everything extends a little bit before that.
Any advice for people trying to get into acting?
So many things. Just make sure that you really have a love for it. Make sure it's not just about getting money, and that sounds so cliche, especially when you're broke and you're looking for a way out and you're like, oh, I'm really good at this, but really love it because it's a roller coaster. It's an up and down thing, and the praise, the accolades, they don't really come for everything that you do, and if that's the only thing that fuels you, you'll feel empty for a really long time. And yeah, if you could think of doing something else, then you should probably do that instead. Cause
Stop it. Everybody wants to be a movie star. So you're saying it's
You
not
know,
all it's cracked
honestly,
up to be?
it's not. It really isn't, and that's not why I act. It took me a long time to just even decide to get into acting, because the reason why I do it is because I like storytelling, and I started out as a professional dancer, and I felt like this gave me more freedom.
Hold on. Professional dancer.
Here we go.
Yo, don't do that.
No.
My job is to interview you.
You're right.
You said something that caught my attention. Can I come back and figure out why?
Okay.
Okay. Where did you learn how to dance?
I was dancing at a very young age. I went to Prospect Park School of Dance, and then I went to Professional Performing Center of the Arts. I've studied with the Ailey Company.
Why'd you stop dancing?
I haven't stopped dancing. Right now, acting is just taking more of the front and the center. But
So you be at home just practicing dancing?
yeah, I still stretch. I still do my choreography. I went into choreography for a while before. This is what this is
What?
okay.
I'm interested.
Okay.
You're pulling me in. I'm interested now. Go ahead.
Right. That's what interests you.
What?
The
Your back-
stretching.
No, I was been interested before.
Okay.
Stop. See, you're making this something that doesn't have to
Okay,
be.
okay.
Andrea.
Okay. All right. My bad. And yeah, I still do the choreography, and right now acting is just taking front and center because I'm on 2 shows, and when that dies down in between, I always go back and do choreography.
I think we got off on the wrong foot. I feel like I don't know what I did to you, but I'm just feeling like a bad energy.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
like,
a bad energy that you feel? I feel like it's just playful.
Oh, I think you're taking it a little more serious than I'm taking it.
No, not at all. I've seen how you work your shows sometimes, so I'm just ready.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's all.
Let me go to my notes. She said she's ready. Okay.
But yeah, I did backup dancing for Jennifer Hudson. I've done
Ooh.
choreography for teams that have performed in Madison
Can you
Square
sing?
Garden. I can.
Yo, like you asked. It feels like I asked her for puppy dogs. I can. What?
I can hold a note.
All right, interview over, God. Like what? What? Brian,
What?
you feel me, right? All right, no doubt. That was a nice. I could hold a note. Nice, no doubt. Was that an original song?
It is an original
But
song.
you could hold a note.
I don't understand.
Why are you holding back on me, fam?
This mic is really close. It's really loud, and I'm caught off guard, so I get a little shy sometimes.
Oh, now she's shy. Says the actress in front of millions of people.
No, I'm not in front of millions of people.
Millions of people watch these shows.
Destiny is in front of millions of people.
Okay, so now
Bernice is from. Andrea happens to be shy sometimes.
I don't like the tone you're taking when you speak to me.
What? I thought I was being.
Yeah, no doubt. So what place do you go to in your mind when you go to channel these characters?
For every character is different. I guess for Bernice, in the beginning of The Deuce, I did a lot more research than I kind of was expecting to do, but I kind of got sucked in. I went down this rabbit hole, and it's very interesting, the things that you find. And
do you care to share some of the things you found?
well, a lot of people, I feel like there's a stereotype that is associated with being a sex worker, like maybe women are.
Why do you? Okay, I may be wrong. Is something wrong with the word prostitute?
I don't feel like there's anything wrong personally with the word prostitute, but it's not about my feeling towards it because I'm not a prostitute. So I just try to be more respectful for the people who work in that industry, and most of them feel.
Understood.
You know?
Yeah.
But like I was saying, I was raised to think that maybe there was a little bit of an embarrassment or of people just being forced into a situation or a certain particular lifestyle. And when you speak to women, a lot of time this was their choice. They're happy in it, in the sense of they're not ready or prepared to leave. They feel like the money is worth it. You have different types now, especially in 2018, so it's not as
Yeah,
nitty.
they just be selling it on the gram now instead of walking on the street. What?
It's just that it's not nitty gritty, so a lot of times you might not have to sleep with someone.
Pause. So I know you heard about the story about the double dose twins, right?
No.
They were twins. Claremont, what I call them, double twins? Whatever. Anyways, they were dealing with a sugar daddy, and he overdosed on something, and she used the credit card while he was dead.
Never heard of the story.
Really? Yes. So
I told you I'm shy. Stay out of business.
So what do you? All right. So let's find out about Andrea.
Okay.
What do you do when you're not in front of the big screen?
I'm vegan, so I'm always yo. It's good food out there. You just gotta take your time. I'm Caribbean, so
Me
it
too.
took a lot of time. No, I'm saying, so I understand. Like, it takes a lot of time for us to adjust. We have to have certain flavors. We need certain textures and
I
consistencies.
need oxtail in my life.
See,
on
but
a
I was never
regular
a big
basis.
oxtail person.
I
so.
need oxtail in my life
No.
on a regular basis.
No, I could do without oxtail. I could do without curry goat. I could do
Jerk
without...
chicken. I need some of
All
that
right.
every once in a while.
See,
too.
now that was a thing that I was like, damn. And then fish. So, you know,
So
I
you
have
can't
my
eat fish
feet.
either when you're vegan?
No, if you eat fish, you're a pescatarian. You aren't vegan. And there's vegans who just focus on food, and there are other ones that focus on their lifestyle. So I'm vegan, and I try to, like, you know, do my little research on that, make sure I'm doing what I can. And
Do you cook your vegan meals by yourself, or do you have them sent to you?
I don't have that luxury to just, you know, have vegan meals prepared for me and sent to me. I try to still save money. Yeah.
Okay.
And I like to paint, and I like to sing and write, and I like to...
So would you say you're a creative?
Yeah, I feel like everyone's creative, though.
No, not true.
No, I feel like everyone just doesn't tap into it, or maybe they feel like they aren't. So
Not
everyone's creative
No.
in a certain way.
No, not everybody.
Beg to differ.
That's a special talent you have.
Agree to differ.
Own it.
Thank you.
Let's just sit down. Andrea's here with us. I'm gonna say it different every single time until you're annoyed with it and tell me your real name.
I don't get annoyed.
Oh, now you don't get annoyed.
Not with that. Very rarely. It's like,
So
like
what
I said,
annoys you?
I'm not annoyed. I just was prepared for a certain response when I brought up certain things. That's all.
Like?
Like, I say stretching and you go. You know, and that's the better response, because you could have went left field with it. So Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I mean, how am I getting?
But just because you see, but that's because I caught it and I called it out right then and there. You
from
might
Brooklyn.
have just tiptoed.
You see how she is?
I feel like Brooklyn girls are the best.
What else were you supposed to say? You from Brooklyn?
Well, then why would you say that? Because you know I'm gonna say that.
Because Brooklyn girls are so harsh.
I'm harsh. This whole show I've been harsh.
You haven't been harsh to me yet?
Wow.
Hold on. Am I bugging? Am I bugging?
Wow.
Am I bugging in the room?
Wait, no, there's enough ladies. Please.
Somebody
Did
say
I say
something.
something wrong? Do something? Am I being rude or difficult? She's saying no, like consistent. She's like no too. See?
She was ready for you.
Let the talk break go. Don't worry about it. I gotta finish this here before we go back over there.
That's crazy.
So what was I asking? What do you do in your private time? So when you're not painting and eating vegan stuff, what's your interests?
My interests: singing, writing,
How many songs?
autism awareness.
Okay, there we go. Now we're getting deeper.
American Sign Language.
Can you sign? Can you sign?
A little bit. I'm still learning. I know my alphabet.
Is there a reason you're behind the autism in the sign language?
My brother was autistic. My brother's
I have an autistic brother as well.
my light, and I just feel like there are a lot of things that I didn't know growing up. I wasn't able to be as present as I should have been. I tried in my family, though, for him, as far as just knowing the different schools you could go to, the different programs that they have, the different help centers, and I feel like had I known, or if other people knew, it would be a lot easier to deal with that. And then I also feel like there's a stigma. Like, there's a huge spectrum, and I feel like for some reason, if you say the word autism, people either don't know, or they think that this person isn't coherent, they don't understand, they can't comprehend, and it just gets a little bit infuriating. I dealt with a lot of personal experiences growing up with my brother and growing him up, having to always explain, having to defend, having to be argumentative.
In Brooklyn too?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You know, just being someone that always comes to his defense is like, if people were more educated about it, I feel like, or just accepting of it. Because what I feel like also is that within our community, it's kind of concealed. You don't want people to know that your child is autistic. You don't want them to know, because you feel like they might be a target. People will see you as weak, them as weak, and then like you have people trying to raise these sons and daughters, and they're trying to do it in a concealed way, and then they become embarrassed if like someone says something or if they do something and you respond out of the embarrassment instead of out of the understanding and the acceptance. And I just feel like that needs to go away. And as far as ASL is concerned, my brother was able to communicate well with me, fortunately. And so that's not why I'm into American Sign Language. I'm into it because I have a cousin who's deaf. And when I went away to see him when I was younger, that was the first time I realized and started to understand that he couldn't hear. And that was the first time I was like, this is interesting when I saw them signing with their hands. Before then, the only thing I saw with signing with your hands was gang sign.
Shit, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Brooklyn.
it was just like, oh, they actually saying something more than... And they were in Boston, and so I always said, you know, when I have the resources, I want to get into it a little bit more. And I've always started and then stopped, and now I feel like I'm more in a comfortable place to do it.
We had a great conversation.
Did we?
We cried, we laughed. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you said you didn't see no tears.
I saw it.
Oh.
I was about to cry. Nigga, I was halfway about to tear with my damn self.
It just didn't drop, so it don't count.
You want to cry again?
No, I don't. That's an emotional. I don't want to do
Where
that.
do you go to do you care to share about that place you go to when you pull out a tear like
It's
that?
not one particular place. I think it's also just a muscle thing. Like if you do something enough, it just becomes a habit. You know, like how to like relax your body and like just get that out. I don't really think it's necessarily you have to go to a place, but my places change when it comes to like being a character or being in the moment. And those places have a lot to do with just reacting and responding off of whoever I'm with. If I'm alone, then it's like thinking about whatever situation. I'm very imaginative, so I
What's your
create a
sign?
lot of. I'm a Capricorn.
Oh.
God damn.
Okay. No, my mom's
What
a
is
Capricorn.
that?
My mom's a Capricorn.
Well, she's
My best friend's a Capricorn.
So why you say?
You're good people, so I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's why I can't figure out where this negative energy you came into the room with.
That's bull. It's no negative energy in here. I don't feel like anyone thinks there's negative energy in here.
So I'm just on an island all by myself. Wow.
No, I think it's just because I was stopping you in your tracks about a certain thing. And I was calling out at you, just like, oh, this is negative. No, it's nothing
excuses.
negative.
I'm making excuses. Okay, no doubt. This is sit down. Andrea's here with us. So do you ever get backlash from the characters you play?
Of course, but that's the fun.
What was
I'm with all the shit all the time, so
Brooklyn?
it's fun. It's funny. No, I worked really hard to get onto a show where people even give a hell to say anything to me at all about a character. So for me, I'm honored. I'm like, oh shit, like you saw it, you watched it. Because sometimes you have stats and they just don't translate. Sometimes there are so many people that they're on shows like for so long, for so many years, and they have 20 million viewers, and it just doesn't translate in real life. In real life, people they're not able to piece together this is this person, or they don't care enough to say something to them, or, you know, like you just don't ever think that character affected people in a real way. And when I'm out on the street for my little 2 seconds that I'm on the show, for someone to feel like, oh, you sent my Tariq up, or you got Raina killed, like to me that's love. It's love. And so I'm just like, oh, you watched it. This is real. Like those numbers are actually real people. Like I'm
I
cool.
think when it comes to situations like that, you have to be a good actor for someone to hate you. You really have to play that great role for them to feel that way. Like, damn, I hate this motherfucker.
Yeah, but
knowing
people
that
don't hate
motherfucker's
Destiny.
not a real character.
People don't hate Destiny. Like they hate Kanan. They hated Ray Ray. They hate like what's his name, Silver.
But you got homeboy set up though.
Yeah, but that's really the only feeling. Like in parts of people, I feel like they really like why she had to do that. But they don't hate. Like people hate Angela. People hate Silver, the lawyer. Like they really feel like now if you murk him, get him off the show. People hate Dre. They don't hate Destiny.
Yeah,
Destiny.
Rotimi, I don't know. Rotimi gotta die this season, bro. You the homie, but Rotimi gotta die this season, God.
Like everyone, they was just like, oh, here she go. Why she had to do this? Like some people, they felt like it was gonna be a setup regardless, just because it was through an association with Kanan. So I don't feel like people hate Destiny. That's why when they come up to me, I'm like, oh, this is love.
Do you still watch the show?
Of course. I'm going to watch it for forever. I'm going to go back to the first season and I'm going to rewatch everything again and again. I really was a fan of the show before it came out. I like, and I just posted this on my Twitter, I liked the relationship between Angela and Ghost. It's an unpopular.
What peanut gallery?
See, nobody was expecting that, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be the one to say that on the air.
Oh,
Like,
because she's a Spanish girl? That's why?
She said they gonna sell them up.
I don't give a rat's ass if she's Spanish.
I'm just trying to find out why they laughing over there.
You know, at the time when the reason why let me explain myself. I love love Notori, so I'm gonna
Nah,
be Team
Notori
Tasha.
gotta go, bro.
Nah.
If we talking like that, Notori gotta go, bro.
Fuck that.
Notori gotta go, bro. Who the fuck is this lawyer nigga? Get the fuck up out of here with that bullshit. In my house. Y'all
Y'all be
bullshit.
wrong and righteous. Oh my God.
What you mean?
Ghost deserves so much more.
You knew what you were walking into, bro.
Fuck out of here, cause she was walking into drugs.
He's a gangster.
Not another
He's
bitch.
a gangster drug.
Not
you
another
knew what
bitch.
you was walking yourself into.
What? That's crazy.
Who fell in love with
That's
the face.
crazy. So infidelity.
I gotta make sure I'm good with the facts so we stay out the fucking jail.
Like, fuck out of here, cause he didn't even know that shit. He didn't even know that. He did not know that at all before. That's one. Two, he holding on to the past because she looked like she's more sophisticated than the one who's really gonna have his back. See, just cause I like their relationship don't mean I'm stupid or I'm for it now. Okay, like I'm don't do that.
Okay, Brooklyn, I got you. Relax.
And I'm Team Tasha all the way.
Relax.
In many senses, I just like that in the beginning we did see Tasha in a more mean way. She wanted him to stay in the drug game. She wasn't supportive of him. She didn't understand it. She had a hood mentality, so I understood why he felt alone. If you want your woman to evolve with you and step into new rooms, then you have to be patient enough to go through that cycle with her. You can't just decide automatically as your wife, the mother of your kids.
You better figure this out before I go.
No, that's not how it works. That's not a partnership. That's you being a selfish guy thinking that it's just about you.
No.
That's just about you because you have to come from an emotional standpoint.
You're getting me emotional. Okay?
You have to come from an emotional stand. This is a woman who felt like, I've had your kids and I've been alone, listen, this whole entire time because you told me this drug life was gonna be the only way for us to make it. So you conditioned me to accept this part of you, and as soon as I start to, and I'm dealing with the dramas and dealing with everything that come with it, you wanna switch up. That change is gonna come out of nowhere, and that's something that emotionally and mentally a woman has to prepare for. And as a man who is a husband, you gotta talk with your wife.
With that,
you don't just step out on your own friend.
Hold on, Andrea.
Here we go.
Hold on, God. If I'm doing the betterment for the family, right? And we're talking about family, and we're all moving as a unit, whatever decision I make to make us better, you gotta fall behind 110%. So either you
That's
get
the
with
problem right there.
it, you get with it, or you get left.
Let me tell you. Hold on. I got him. Hold on. I got him. Because the issue with what you said right there is whatever decision I make. And when you're in a marriage,
I made all these decisions anyway.
hold on, but that's the problem. The problem is you spent all these years making these decisions, trying to get me comfortable and accustomed to this life just to switch it the moment we get adjusted.
No.
Hold on.
That's just how it happened to happen.
Okay,
that's
right,
not how I planned it.
And when you know that it just happened and it was spontaneous, you have to be prepared to have that conversation and discussion as a partner because you guys are doing it together. And you better not walk away from this daggone conversation. Sit down. Sit down. Thank you. You have to have that conversation and discussion as a partner because all this time she's been dealing with the shit that came with it just for you to switch up. She has to understand your psyche.
I don't want
she
to
has
argue
to
no more.
see
I don't want to argue
that
no more. I don't want to argue no more.
Okay.
Can we not?
Okay.
Can we stop?
Okay.
I don't want to argue no more.
Anyway, I think the chemistry between Angela and Ghost is very honest.
Yes, I agree.
And I liked it. So because of that got me sucked into the show, I kind of always want to see it now. Even though I think he's dead ass wrong and Tasha should leave him.
She done left. She's with the cornball lawyer nigga now.
Yeah, but I mean, she's still kind of tied in. She's on her way out. She's making it so that she's leaving, but she didn't leave yet.
I didn't watch. Oh, it actually goes on tomorrow.
Tonight.
What was the last
on the
thing?
app. 12.
What was the last thing I seen?
She was showing Sean that.
No. Yeah. Exactly. If I remember correctly, she got mad because you walked in the house when I'm with Angela.
And?
Bitch, you left me.
Why did she do it?
Because she's trying to cover up for this dumbass nigga.
No.
Tariq.
No. Not at all.
Listen, we can talk about this forever. All right?
Not at all.
What else about you that we need to know before we go?
I'm starting a tech company.
A tech company? Oh, she got money.
No, I want to make money. So hopefully it works out.
But you got to have money to invest into a tech company. So don't play with me, girl. Don't do that.
No.
Go ahead. Next.
It's called Spot Your Space. And really,
What does it do?
It's just a company where you can rent out your home or your business to the film industry so that this way it's easier to find locations and to film and shoot in your... Yeah, it's like a location hub. Just kind of being the middleman for the location scouts and making it so that this way everything is right in front of you at your your hand.
Disposal, okay.
Yeah.
Besides the tech stuff, any movies you're working on? Any shows that we need to be keeping a lookout on?
Well, The Deuce at September 9th, Bernice again, and then I have For the Love of Music. For the Love of Music just won the Hip Hop Film Festival. It's nominated in the DC Black Film Festival, and Newark Film Festival, and it just did the Sign Odyssey Film Festival, and it did the LA Film Festival, and we got a few of them coming up. So it's doing really good right now is the point. It's called For the Love of Music. It's by Chad Quinn. I'm playing another young girl named Destiny, and that's based in the 80s. I'm playing a real life person. The real life person is Ty Powell, and she's someone who was in the foster care system her entire life. She hit many obstacles at a very young age, and she was trying to find her way out of it. And through trying to find a way out of it, she found music. And in her finding music, it actually led her to do some really cool stuff. Stage managing, producing, working with big shows, big people, big, everything. So I'm excited about that just because I had the honor of playing a real life person. It was the first time I'm trying to replicate someone else, and that was fun. And then there's something else called God Bless You with Julito McCullen, and he's from The Wire. Everybody knows Julito, right? And I play another girl named Destiny.
What is it with you and this Destiny thing?
I don't know. But I'm hoping it means something. I'm hoping it means that I have a very solid destiny. So.
I see what you did there. Got you.
Right. And he comes back from being away, and he finds out some horrible things about his family and what's been going on while he's been away, and he's trying to decide whether he should seek out revenge or if he should just let God handle it. And in his own way, I think he kind of combines both, and yeah. I play his younger sister, and it gets crazy. So I'm excited about that.
Anything else, Andrea?
That was a lot.
What was a lot?
Just everything.
It's an experience. Hopefully you'd like to come back.
What?
Oh, now you're gonna be after you dig the under your breath. You ask me what?
I feel like that was just kind of like the thing you say.
No, I'm not saying never, but no, that's not something I just say.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, come on now. This was laughs. Of course I'd come back. It was fun. I mean, you're the one who said it was negative energy. I don't know.
I do it Tuesday. I do this same type of setup Tuesday at Milk River.
Oh, yeah?
It's in your part of the world in Brooklyn.
Are you inviting me to Milk River?
I was just about to say if you would like to do this again at Milk River sometime.
Yeah, that would be dope. I actually did a web series, and our screening was at Milk River. So yeah, I haven't been there in like 3 years. That'd be dope.
All right, so we'll be in touch, Andrea.
Namaste.
Look into that camera and tell them the Instagrams and everything else and how to get in contact with you if they want to work, and just follow and be a part of your everyday goings.
Yeah, so you guys can follow me on Instagram. I am Andrea-Rachel. And my website, blogging, all that good stuff. I am Andrea-Rachel.com. And Twitter, Andy Ray, ANDII_RAE. And yeah, that's where you follow me.
Are you a frequent of the strip clubs?
No, not really.
Okay, so never mind.
Are you gonna invite me to the strip club?
I would.
Turn up.
Oh, now you're a turn-up queen. Now Miss Conservative is the turn-up queen.
I did not say I was conservative, and I did not say I was ready to turn up. All I said was turn up.
Would you like to accompany me to the strip club?
I don't know. I'll think about it.
I don't like this girl.
All I said was, are you going to invite me? You said you was thinking about it, so I said, oh, okay. And then you're like, do you want to come? I'm like, I'll think about it. I don't know.
Okay, Andrea.
I'm really, I feel like you're making me out to be such, let's do the whole interview over. Let's do the whole thing. I don't want this to go up nowhere. Just let's do the whole thing over.
No,
I really don't understand what's happening. I tried. Avery, I tried. I really don't.
I enjoyed it. I think it was a great experience.
I would go to the strip club.
But
I just want to make sure that when I go, I'm really feeling it. I'm not just going because I don't want to be rude to you or whatever. So I'm just saying, let me think about it. And, I'm not a partier. I'm not a crowd type of person. I'm not a,
you're Capricorn.
So, I got to be in a mood. So I don't want to say yes and then feel obligated to go just because. I'm just saying. I would. I'm moody.
Oh, we know. You know. Again, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
It was very much appreciated.
Thank you.
I'm a fan of The Deuce, so I'm definitely gonna be watching that.
Yeah, you interviewed Dom.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be watching The Deuce again this season.
Which is one of the interviews that I was like, oh, he tried it.
What I do?
You tried to get messy.
What I say?
She was able to come back, but you was trying.
What
you
did I
asked
say?
her about prostitution, and you said something crazy. Go back to that interview and watch it, because I was just like,
I say crazy things every day.
Exactly. So I'm just giving you an example. That's all.
So you thought this was gonna go a different type of way?
No, I didn't have any expectations. I just came prepared, just in case. I think you're a nice person.
You don't know me.
From what I've seen. But I think you could get crazy. So I was just prepared. That's all.
She did her homework. She Takashi'd me, huh?
I don't know what that even means. I don't even know what that
I'll
means.
explain to you when we get off the air.
Okay.
But thank you again for coming. My door is always open for you. I think, besides for you being from Brooklyn, I think you're an amazing person.
Oh, wow.
I think the Brooklyn thing kind of hardens you girls, but that's just Brooklyn.
I disagree. But okay. I feel like Brooklyn makes me soft.
Makes you soft?
Yes.
The fuck out of here.
I do. I really do. You know, we grow up in a lot of diversity, different backgrounds. So I just feel like we're open.
I got my bike stolen in Brooklyn.
That has nothing to do with a Brooklyn girl.
So that has nothing
That has nothing to do with it at all.
Some girl was probably on the back of my bike.
She didn't know it was stolen. But if you were the one to steal the bike, you wouldn't want the Brooklyn girl to be like, I'm not getting on the back of the bike because you stole it. You'd be like, girl, get on. So Brooklyn, we can adjust. We're versatile. We grew up in diversity. We're accepting. We're loving. We're not judgmental because we've seen it all, okay? We're soft because of that. Now let's just leave it there.
That just made my heart warm.
I hate this guy so much. That's
All right,
crazy.
we out of here. Thank you for coming.
That's crazy.
This was the Sit Down. Miss Andrea and Meezy, and we out.
Yes. I'm not trying to be mean.
Shout out M-Easy and tune in to the Sit Down.
Doesn't do it easy. That's what I'm doing.